Hey guys, it's Rys
and it's Lex, and we've gotten a lot of requests that you guys wanted to see our makeup tutorial, so that's what we have here for you today. Rys is actually already done. She's the finished product of our full face. So I'm basically just going to do step by step how we do our makeup because we have the same makeup routine anyways.
And then I'm going to talk you through it. So let's definitely get this started.
Okay, so first thing that I do is under eye.
Next, what Lex is going to put on is Kat Von D's Lock It Tattoo Foundation. It's a 24-hour wear. It is a heavy-duty foundation, but it works really well, and you can use minimal, and it can last you all day and covers you really well.
So I only put about this much on, not too much. And I got my T-zone. Also make sure to put the foundation a little bit over the concealer so that way it all blends in and it's not like you have white and then tan. Rys and I always use either a beauty blender or just a normal cosmetic sponge, and if you wet it and put your foundation on, it spreads a lot easier and more evenly, and it doesn't give you any like splotch marks or anything. It just makes your foundation overall really smooth.
Makes you get that flawless effect, you know? Next, what we have is Lex's favorite bronzer. It's NARS, and it lasts forever. How long have you had this?
I've had that for probably since I went to college, so last August, so almost a year.
And she literally has, that's how much she's used. It's really simple. You do one tap and she puts it on and it goes on so easily. It comes off
really easily, and just so you guys know, it is the casino color, so NARS Casino Bronzer.
Now obviously depending on your skin color is what you're going to go for your bronzer. Yeah. So she's a little darker, so her bronzer is going to be a little darker too.
Yeah, and I always make sure to have good bronzer just because I don't really have any cheekbones. Unlike Rys has good cheekbones. I unfortunately didn't get blessed with those, so I have to make my own. A good tip to put on bronzer so you know where to put it on is to do a fish face. Okay.
So then you're going to go from the line that you have made with your fish face straight to the end of your cheekbone right there. She goes all the way up, making that effect, and she's going to go in circular motions. And also the brush she's using is like a feather brush, so it's very light and it goes on without having like those really harsh streaks on her cheek.
So it kind of just blends on.
So she's also blowing on it because this bronzer is so thick that she's going to blow out the excess because she doesn't want the excess just going in one spot on her face. You're going to put it on T-zone to make it look natural.
I feel like just the #1 problem people run into when doing bronzer is that you can tell that it's on there because it's so lined. And so just really make sure you blend it, and if it isn't coming out blended, then just take your foundation, whatever you're using for your foundation, your sponge, and just kind of blend it in.
And also you have to remember bronzer is not blush, so don't put it on the cherries of your cheeks. Okay guys, here's a really cool tip about eyeshadow. It doesn't really matter where you get your eyeshadow from, just as long as the eyeshadow colors are the colors that fit your skin color and that they go on really well and that you just put it on the right way and blend it. That's all that matters. You don't need to spend $80, $100 on an eyeshadow palette. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but a $4 palette like this from Wish works just as well. But these colors are beautiful, and they're beautiful on your eyes, and honestly these colors work for any skin color. So I love this palette, and so does Lex, and it also has a little glitter to it.
You just get a very light color that's almost white. I tap it on the inner corners of my eyes only. And then I put it right there. And then I swipe the like bottom corner too, so that way it brightens my eye up.
So next, Lex is gonna use Too Faced Natural Palette for her eyes. And it's kind of banged up because we've had it forever because they do last a very long time.
And I'm going to take the Cocoa Puff and I'm going to tap my brush with it, and I'm just going to set it in the crease of my eye like that and go back and forth and kind of wiggle it, but keep it in the crease of my eye. And then kind of come down, but mainly just focus right here. So then it gives you the perfect arch. And then to kind of blend it all together, you're gonna take the darker color when you're done and put it to where it meets your lighter color that you just put down. Once that is done, you can do a light top color. I do this white heaven color, and I kind of just put it on my arch, so that way it highlights it. If you want to do a more dramatic look, which is what I tend to do sometimes, you're going to take a thin, very thin brush, and I'm going to use the same dark color that I used, so I'm going to use Cocoa Puff again, and I'm just going to kind of brush it on, and I'm going to do it on my bottom lash line till about halfway on my eye. You don't really want to go all the way because then your eye is going to look very small and closed off. Okay, so now that's done, you are going to do your eyeliner.
The eyeliner Lex likes to use that I always buy her for every birthday, Christmas, whatever holiday we have, because this is the only one she really likes, is Stila. It has a felt pen tip, so it's definitely like you get the liquid eyeliner look, but you get more control with it, and so I'm just gonna show you how to use it.
And I use the blackest color, but it depends on your skin tone. Brown usually looks really good. We are going to do bottom liner, but also that is only going to be halfway in your eye. It's optional. I use Marc Jacobs, the twistable one. It works really well.
Our favorite mascara that our whole family uses, Mom, me, Alexa, is Scandalized by Rimmel. We are obsessed with this. We've been obsessed with this for about a year now, and this is what we really use. This one is actually waterproof, but we do have the normal all day, just regular wear. We really love the brush on this because it still gives you that fine little brush effect while at the same time giving you that volume with the big brush because of the center is lower.
Okay, so for our eyebrows, Rys and I just like to keep our eyebrows as natural as possible, although we do realize sometimes you need a fill-in. So we just use eyeshadow because it's really easy to use, and I use a like angled brush for it that's kind of stiffer, and I'm just gonna put in, I'm gonna use the Too Faced palette again, and it's gonna be Sexpresso is what I'm using, and I'm just going to kind of swipe it in, but not too much, so that way it doesn't look fake.
Next, Lex is going to use powder, loose powder, so that her makeup can stay all day, so she doesn't have to worry about it melting or going away. So this is a really great thing. You can put it in your purse if you're feeling oily and just re-put it back on. It's loose powder. We love this. It's honestly the lightest one of CoverGirl too, because powder can be light and loose for you. Okay, next one we're going to be using is Sephora's lipstick. Alexa loves this color. I love this color too. It's nothing too bright, nothing too dark. It keeps her, you know, lips looking natural at the same time, but with a little hint of, it's like kind of a plummy dark color, I feel. And it's almost gone because we use it so much, but.
And it's 5285D, in case anyone was wondering. Perfect.
And also all of the things that we've been using are going to be in the description box below, and you can just click on the links and purchase them for yourselves and go for it.
Also, it depends on the day. Sometimes I switch out my lipstick by using this Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss by L'Oreal Paris. I really like it. It just adds shimmer to my lips, and it brings out my eyeshadow and my bronzer because I guess complements the shimmer and everything. So, or you could put it over your lipstick, whatever you want.
Well guys, we hope you guys liked this tutorial on how we do our everyday face routine and hope you found it interesting and fascinating and something you can use every day.
Yes, we hope some of these tips were at least useful to you and we enjoy doing it.
Subscribe if you like this video.
If you don't like this video,
or if you think you're a potential future husband.
subscribe.
Bye guys.